So I figured I would do a fairing video. I had an entire video yesterday, and it was a Suzuki demo day, which, would have been fun, but it got canceled, and I'll throw some clips in. Right when we were about to ride at 2:30, the group before us had an incident. I think someone wrecked or something like that, and it delayed it, and basically our session got rained out, so. Absolutely right. Now, it would have been fun. The only thing is, technically, I didn't have my license for at least 3 years. I've had them for over a year, but you know how it goes. You start riding, you get your permit. I never rode it at nighttime, and I never rode as a passenger, so I was like, well, why would I get my license? Like an idiot. So, finally did all the course and got it, and I've had it for over a year. But their thing was, if you didn't have it for 3 years, you couldn't ride a 750, the Gixxer 1000, the Hayabusa, or the Gixxer 600, which, it is what it is. So I was just gonna take the 8R out. To me, I don't really care. I'll ride anything, but yeah, but it got rained out. It was just kind of funny when I was telling the guy I was signing up, and he told me all that, and he's like, well, what do you ride? Just like a basic question, I guess. And I was just like, oh yeah, FireBlade. And he was just like, and he's like, what? I was like, yeah. It's just funny. But yeah, I was gonna take the 8R out. I think it's got like 70 horsepower, which is, I don't really care. I just wanted to, ride a new bike and just experience it. So, but yeah, if another demo day comes up, I'll record it. But yeah, that one, unfortunately, got rained out. So I'll throw some clips in of sitting there, and then I got stuck under a bridge as well. It was really bad. Like, I could not ride with the visor down, couldn't ride with it up. So I just pulled over. But yeah, let's remove some of these fairings. The demo got canceled on the way home. We are under a bridge, so yeah. Looks like nobody First thing to go over, so these side pieces are all connected in the front. This side, which is attached with the wing, and this side, the biggest panels on the bike, besides the belly pan, including the belly pan, is all attached under here. So under here, you're gonna have Allen, same thing on the other side, Allen, and then you'll have push pin and push pin. This has to be removed, so you have to take that black plastic out to get the fairings off. So that should be the first thing. So we're gonna remove that, and then we will pick up from there. Now, I'm not exactly sure the Allen wrench sizes. This might be 3, this might be 5. If you have an Allen set, you're good. But the bigger bolts, you're gonna take this one. The smaller outside fairing bolts, you're gonna take this one. And the rest on the bike is push pins. Sorry, I've been interrupted. So tool-wise, that's all you'll need. And then this I actually can use for the push pins. You just push in the middle of them, and then it pops out, and then you'll just pull it out. So there you go. So there's the 2 Allens right here, 2 push pins, and then you got the black piece. So this seats forward, so you're just gonna grab it, pull it back, and boom. So there's that. I just washed it yesterday, so there's some water still stuck in there. So that's pulled off. So now We still don't have yeah, so we got that top piece off. So there's still some bolts on the insides. So there's another Allen here, another Allen here, and then there is one more push pin. So we'll look on this side. Let's turn this wheel. So there's the Allen up top, push pin down there. So that's all you have left on the inner. Once these inner black plastics are out, or the screws are out at least, there, and then same on this side, the only screws you have left to take this whole panel off is going to be this bolt, and then your bolt right here. So let's do that. And then also, you're going to want to take the belly pan off first. So let me get the black screws out, or the screws in the black plastic out. And then we'll get all these screws out as well. And then before I show you how to pop this off completely, we'll take the belly pan off. And the belly pan's really simple. You got 1, 2, 3 of the small Allen key screws there. You got your bigger Allen screw in the back. And it's the same thing on the other side. The small push pin on the inner plastic right there, that holds in the belly pan as well. So that's why all these inner screws need to come out to get the belly pan off and the side panel off. So if you're doing this, I would just get into a habit of basically, you know, staying in the routine of just, you know, maybe what I usually would do is take the belly pan off first with the bottom push pins, and then I'd work up from there. So I'd work from the bottom up, but you can do it that way, or you can just take all the inner plastic pieces off, the screws and push pins off first, and then do it this way. I would just keep it uniform so you're not forgetting any screws, or because it's really easy. I can't tell you how many times I've like taken it apart, I got an extra screw, and I'm like, where the hell did this go? So yeah, let's do that real quick. 2 push pins here, and then the other 2 Allens and 2 push pins are actually in the plastic that goes down all the way to the belly pan. So that's all off. So next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take the belly pan off. The belly pan is pretty straightforward. Like I said, there's 3 screws and the one in the back, and we'll pull that off. Okay, all those screws are out. So same, like I said, same thing on the other side, the 3 here, then the bigger Allen back there. There's a little lip right here. So you want to kind of, you'll move that around to get it off. See if we can do it with one hand. Yep, so it falls right out. Yeah, I would not separate these. I've heard horror stories of just how tight this middle bolt is connecting. So I would not separate this. I would just keep this as one. And it's super easy to just drop like that. Does anybody else like do this and then realize how dirty and how everything needs wiped down? Maybe it's just my OCD, but yeah, belly pan's off. So I'm gonna wipe that stuff down. And then the only thing left holding this to the bike is the same thing on the other side. You got this screw here and this screw right here. So let me wipe this down, and then we'll take those screws off, and I'll show you how to get this off. It's a little tricky, but it's not too bad. Okay, so those bolts are out. So like I said, here and here, and I'm just going to show you on this side. It's the same thing on the other side, same 2 screws. So and I'll show you how to pop this off. So basically, this whole wing needs to come forward, and then you pull it out. If you're trying to pull it this way or back, there's hooks in here, and you're gonna break the hooks. So let me set up this camera and I'll show you real quick. Forward, it disconnects from the front. Then you'll see you've got these hooks that go towards the back, so that's why you need to pull it forward. Same thing at the nose. So this connects all the way at the nose, connects in. So that's why you gotta push forward so you don't break these tabs. That's the whole side panel right there. All right, so yeah, that's off. So, and these wings, you can take these wings off. So right here, push pin, Allen bolt, just like everything else on this bike. And I'll disconnect there. Up here we have what, we have a push pin and 2 Allens up here. So you can replace these. I'm thinking about replacing these to Elmberger carbon. So we'll see in the future, but that's pretty cool. The front, I've never taken the front off, but it cannot be that difficult. There's one more push pin right here for this black plastic. So you probably take that off. And then there's a Allen bolt right here. You would take that off. And same thing on the other side. There's nothing under here that's holding it or anything. It's probably just on like a ball joint or something. So if we took this off and the push pin in here, same thing on the other side, this would probably just pop right off. So, and then yeah, that's the belly pan, that's the whole side panel, same thing on the other side. So we'll go ahead and take this off and the seat off and go through how to remove this piece. This is the hardest piece on the bike because there's some clips that are hidden and a bitch to get to. So, yep. First thing with this is you got the Allen bolts. These are the bigger ones. So take both of these off, and then we'll get our key and we'll take this rear off. Seats off. I'm just gonna leave the bolts in there. Set it over here. So almost everything in here is very easy. Everything is a push pin. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy, push metal to pop up. Now this side piece is the same. So push pin here, and then right here, screw. Take that screw out, take this push pin out. You gotta take this out as well, but this intertwines, so you kind of just lift this up and just pull that out, and then this whole piece, there's a latch that latches down into the frame. You just gotta push it up and pull it out, and this whole piece will come out. This piece is attached here. So that will get this whole side strip off. Super easy. I didn't mention the airbox. Airbox is super easy. It's Allen bolt, and then these have 2 little rubber grommets that just fit in there. This just pops up. This will pop out. This is the carbon on carbon piece, which is a bitch to get to fit. So I'm not gonna take it off, but OEM, 1,000 times easier. Just a couple bolts, the same bolts we've been working with, comes right off. Just remember there is a latch that goes down into the frame, so don't pull this straight off, you're gonna break that latch. Just lift it up a little bit, kind of shimmy it around, and it'll come off. So yeah, and then I'm gonna take these 2 off, and I'll show you why this is such a hassle to get off. So these push pins are off, and then there's also 2 screws right here, same size as the other Allens. So it's removed, this is removed. Now these are kind of connected right here. So, I wish it was that easy, but stock, these come with clips here and here. Now, the clips are like nothing else on this bike. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a clip that goes in, and then on the bottom you push the button, and the button allows it to go through the gap. So you basically need to, and when this is on, this clip is like, it's in there. So you gotta get like a flat head, and you gotta push the pin up, and then get another flat head and like shimmy it out as you have it pushed up. It's a pain. It's about 15 minutes of just messing with it, which, you know, it doesn't sound terrible, but you know, when you think it's a 10-minute job, and then you're just sitting there like, what is this? So a lot of guys will just break them, which you can. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but personally on a 30K bike, I don't wanna break these. But they're still intact. I did get rid of the clips because there's plenty of stuff to hold this down. So if you do get this off, just don't put the clips back in. It's pointless. So everything stays. You still got 2 screws here and 2 push pins here. You'll have no issues. And then this tail piece, just 2 screws here, here and here. This will take this tail off. And then I have not taken this off, but I'm pretty sure it's just a couple of screws inside. And this whole tail will actually pull off like a race fairing. I've seen someone from the UK do that. That's also another way to get around taking this off. You can take this whole tail off, but you have to take this off if you want to get to the servo. So that is where the servo was. So you will want to take this off eventually. Maybe not, I don't know. That's it, pretty much the basics. I mean, rear hugger, tire hugger is, you know, on here. There's like a weird push pin right here, and then there's an Allen right there. Everything else is pretty, you know, obvious stuff to take off. So yeah, it's pretty much the video. I do a quick snippet of how to put the side fairing back on. It all connects from the front back, so you gotta connect it in the front headlight. Give it a little pop. Fits in there. It's perfect here, here, and then here. You just gotta make sure that this goes over the black piece, and then you'll just line up the hole, screw that back in, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this back together just the same way I took it apart. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see. I'll probably do a riding video soon with just how it feels to ride, how it sounds when you're actually riding it. And when I get some new carbon, we'll do a video on putting that on as well. So, yep. And boom, we are back together. Everything connected.